up, everybody? This is Damron. We're playing Splinter Cell Blacklist. This is part 4 of our Perfectionist no-kill option engaged playthrough, which is obviously to beat the game without killing one as Sam Fisher. And we're playing on the hardest difficulty for the Perfectionist achievement, which brings us to American consumption. As I've mentioned in the previous videos, I'm not going to go over exact builds here. I do talk about what things you want to bring into the mission, in the prologue mission. So if you need to check that out, feel free to. But obviously you want to max out your stealth. Having the crossbow with the sleeping gas is pretty critical, as well as other non-lethal items. Now, as I've mentioned in some of the previous videos, this is an older game, but I thought some of the older guides were very dark, kind of had some outdated methods. I'm really going to show you the fastest, most efficient way to get through these levels, to get through the sections, with some, really, much more efficient ways to really go about the game. So let's go ahead and get started here. As soon as you drop down onto this catwalk, stay on it, walk around to the left side. We're going to take this zip line down to get onto the ground level. Once you get on the ground level, we're going to stay to the left-hand side. We're going to jump over this white fence right here in front of us. And then once you jump this fence, try to stay into the dark. There are a lot of enemies in this room, but I'll show you a quick way to just go ahead and get through it. So walk to the left, stay to the left. We're going to walk around the edge of this room here. It is a little dark, but that's okay. Eventually you're going to come to this area. There should be a guy on your left. Now be careful, he may be facing the other way. If he is, just wait a second, take him out. Take the extra second to go ahead and pick him up, because there are a lot of patrolling enemies to the right here that will shine their light over here, and you definitely don't want them to get spooked. We want to be able to get through this part pretty easily. So I just drop him in the dark there, and then jump this fence. And once you jump the fence, then you'll be able to climb on top of that building, and two guys are pretty much always going to be chatting right here. So we can sleep dart right on the middle of that little platform, take both of them out, drop down. Now we want to go on the other side of this pillar here, because there should be a guy walking down the hallway into the door that you need to go in. Once he's out of your sight, move around to the back side of it, right where I'm at right now, because there will be a guy coming at you. And pay attention to your mini map here, because we really need to go into the double doors and through the door past it. So if you look on the mini map, that guy to my right, he's actually got vision down the hallway. Wait till he doesn't have vision, walk in here, open the door, and boom, you're past this whole section. So that's a really easy way to get back, get through that entire section. So the next section is also pretty easy as well. We're going to go through the double doors here, and we're into this hostage part. You're going to be in this room. It's very dark, but as soon as you go through the door, go to the right and use your night vision. There's actually a vent in the upper right, and this is very difficult to see. But just trust me, it's up in that corner. And then once you get in there, walk through, and then you'll be able to go into the vent into the next room. Once this guy walks around, drop out of the vent, turn right, there's another vent, walk through that, and boom, you're past that section. Now go through this vent, and we're in the hostage section. Immediately turn right, and then just stay on the outside of this room, and you pretty much won't get spotted. If you keep going all the way around where I'm at, eventually you'll come to actually where the hostages are. Just keep going around, and eventually, pretty much opposite of where you walked in, you're going to come to this point. Hide behind this pipe here, and this guy's going to start talking a bunch of trash to the hostages, but just wait until it gives you the opportunity to knock him out, because essentially we're just going to knock him out and drop down that hole. So you put him behind the pipe there, and he's hidden. Now you just go ahead and drop down, and we're past that part. Once you get down into the sewers down here, immediately turn right, jump over this railing, look up, and you can climb onto this pipe here. That's going to let you kind of shimmy past this guy that's on this walkway here without being seen. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to go around to the right. You see there's a little opening right here on my right. You can't actually take the pipe that you're holding on right now. You actually need to wait till nobody's looking, drop down, jump over it, and then drop down. There's going to be a guy here, and you got to move pretty quickly because he will spot you. But just sleep dart him, and then you're pretty much past this section. There's like 6 enemies in this area, including a helmeted guy. But if you take that path, you can pretty much go around everything, and we're going to jump down this little passage here, and it's going to start a cutscene. Now this cutscene down here is important because this is another one of the cutscenes where you'll eventually have the option to spare or kill the guy in the cutscene. Keep in mind, for the no kill option engaged, this will count, so you need to choose to spare him. Do not kill him. Make sure you spare this guy.
Grim?
We heard it all, Sam.
Alright, so moving on, after you kind of go through those sewers and you come up the ladder, eventually you're going to come to this portion, and this is pretty easy actually. There is a little robot the game's introducing you to. If you get spotted by that, you know, it will actually consider you as found. But walk into here and actually just jump on this grate onto the middle of the room, and you can pretty much walk past everybody in this room. Miraculously, no one can see you up here. Like, no guards have the ability to look up, so that kind of works out to your favor. Now this lit up area right here that I'm at, right in front of me, there's a guy to the left. If he's turned around facing you, actually he can get vision on you. But really the guy you only got to worry about is the guy on the opposite side that's controlling that little robot. So I'm just going to wait for this guy. You can see him down here on the right side. Just wait for him to turn around, and then basically you're going to drop down on the opposite side of where I actually dropped there. You're going to drop down on the side he was at as soon as he's turned around and starts kind of walking the other way, and then the robot's no longer facing you. So see, now they're going the other way. We can drop down. We don't have to worry about taking anybody out. Just immediately walk left and boom up the stairs, and we're past that section.
Why?
The flash drive. It's using a variant of DES military-grade encryption protocols. It's a direct match to the encryption used by Sadiq and Mirawa.
Good work, Charlie.
I will just mention right here, as we're moving up the stairs, there's a guy on the outside of this door. You can just walk up and take him out. There's nobody else to worry about. But I do mention, you know, I'm not getting any collectibles. This is just a perfectionist playthrough. But I do have a separate video for this game that covers all the collectibles, all the HVT, laptops, and dead drops. So if you're looking for that, feel free to check it out. We're also skipping all the cutscenes, but I do have a movie out which covers all the cutscenes and story-related commentary. So check that out if you're interested. So once you get to this courtyard, we're going to use this van. We're going to use it to go to the right side of the courtyard. You're going to see some stairs over here to the right. And again, you can see on the map, I'm looking at the arrow. As soon as it's no longer looking in my direction, just go to the right. You'll kind of go up this little handicap ramp, I guess, and climb up, and there'll be a guy in this, you know, walk area here. Just wait till he walks down the ramp, and you're pretty much clear to walk in this building. But we're not going to go through the doors. Take a right and take this pipe up. Once you take this pipe up, you can actually shimmy onto the roof, and we're going to take some vent systems to the next area, and that's going to prevent us from seeing a lot of enemies. So as soon as you drop down, you can enter this vent here, turn to the right, follow it around, and the opening will be when you drop down here. And now you're basically past that little section, and you can just continue on through this vent that's right in front of you. And we're going to walk into this aqueduct system to walk out the vent on the other side, and that's going to skip a lot of enemies for you and put you to this part.
We're dealing with pros now. They did a clean takeout on the plant's security.
It's not just the security, it's all the systems. I'm gonna have to unhack their hack to open that door, or you're not getting to the gunk they're putting in the water.
Work fast.
So then you go into this computer room, and you'll notice this desk here. There's going to be another vent for you to climb through. So go ahead and climb through that. We're going to take that around to the opening at the end of the aqueduct, or the vent system. And it's going to kind of drop you into this janitor's closet. Now open this door, and there are going to be some people right here to the right, okay? And if you just wait a second, they will actually start talking, get very close to each other, and you can hop up on here, sleep gas these guys at the same time, boom, knock them out, and then we need to go through that door to the control room. So just like that, we're actually to the last area in the level, so we're going pretty quickly, pretty efficiently. But as soon as you come in here, let's drop down this ladder. We're going to aerial take out this guy, and then we're going to take out this guy right here. It's just going to make it easier for us a little bit later if we take out these two guys, and no one's ever going to find them either. So that's a good thing. We do have to come back here at the end of this section. Climb this over these little pipes here and see where A is. Don't take the actual catwalk suit. If you come up to this little water filtration system, you can actually jump over the wall here and you can interact and deal with that. You want to be pretty quick about what I just showed you to do, because if you're slow, the helmeted enemy will actually come down to that device, the poison device. So you want to disable that quickly and then drop down, and now we're moving to the other side. Go to the left wall. We're going to go around to the other side, down these stairs, and then we're going to jump up the wall right in front of us. And now we can just stay behind this wall here. We're going to go all the way around to the other side. Now there may be an enemy in this hallway that I'm in right now. If there is, just take him out, use a sleep dart, whatever. And here's our next device. Generally he won't be on that hallway. Generally he'll be walking, if you're quick enough, where he is now. Which is, you can see him, he just passed me. The guy you got to worry about is this helmeted guy. He will come down right in front of the device, and the part of the device that you have to interact with is on the other side. So if he is coming and or close, just put yourself where I'm at now and wait till he turns around. You see he's looking right at it. He'll eventually just turn around and walk back. When he does that, then you'll have enough time to interact with it and disable it. So we're only a minute and a half in. You got plenty of time if you need to take longer, but as soon as he turns around, you're pretty much in the clear to get rid of that device. So interact with that, and then we're going to go back the exact same way that we came. We're going to jump back over that wall. You have two options. You can let this guy, walk by you, or again, just take him out. I prefer to just take him out. I'm trying to do things quickly, get this playthrough done. But just go ahead and take him out, and then we're going to jump over the same wall that we jumped over to get up here. And in that bottom portion that's in between where A and B was, if you go into the middle of this bottom area, there's actually a vent system here that we can enter. So let's go ahead and take this to the other side. Climb up the ladder. Now do keep in mind on this this is why we took out those guys earlier, right? They would be here, but because we took them out, this is a free run to this door, interact with the valve, and that's actually the end of the level. So American consumption is over on Perfectionist, no kill option engaged. I hope you guys are enjoying the guide. I hope you guys like it. If you like my stuff, please feel free to like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you in part 5 of our Splinter Cell Blacklist Perfectionist, no kill option engaged playthrough.